Standing in the cold, cold rain, I don't even feel the pain. Anything to step away. I know we could both do better. Wish you. I wake up kicking myself. Exhale cause I heard it helps, but same old way I felt. Rest.
Look who it is.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Yes, welcome to the second round of our CSRC Caribbean Sim Racing Championship. And we're heading into phase 2. We're already in phase 2, completing the first race not last weekend, but a weekend before that. As last weekend, the Christians observed the rising of Jesus in their Easter celebrations. All respect due to that. So we're getting ready now. We've just finished free practice, and you can see Michael Paisley doing a race start there practice as we are at Dover Raceway, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say thank you to DT Engineering, Max Power Racing, and Broken, it's BRXKEN instead of BRO, for subscribing there, guys. And remember, if you're looking at us for the first time, be sure to subscribe to us. If you're on the television, just hop on over to the to your application there on the cell phone and just hit like and subscribe for us. Be sure to hit that notification button as well, as Michael does another start there. Javon Parry coming across the line there to complete his free practice session. And so I'm gonna go over now the points where it stands. We've got the Trinidadian Dominic Charles leading the way with 197 points. Mikhail Charles, another Trinidadian, with 114 points. Kadeem Mohammed, a Barbadian, or Bajan as they call them. Barbadian I would rather use. That seemed quite more formal. With 101 points. Michael Paisley there from Jamaica, 69 points. It just separates itself there now with the class of drivers. Totally different there, with Michael down some 30 something points there off of the third position, but Kadeem Mohammed there with 101 points, and Michael Paisley with 69. Jaden Harrison in fifth position, another Jamaican there, 67 points, so he's in a battle there with Michael Paisley. Mark Anthony Eaton, the newcomer here, doing pretty well in sixth position for this series, 58 points, and he's still in contention for the fourth spot as well. Kill Vaden Roper coming in seventh position rather. He's also a Jamaican. 55 points to his name. These guys are so close to getting points here for phase number 2 already. And then we have Tavar Clark in 8th position, 52 points. Another Jamaican there. And Stephen Pommel's yet another Jamaican here. Lots of Jamaicans in this series at CSRO altogether. With 47 points, and number 10 is Michael McName, yet another Jamaican there, 40 points. John Green is in 11th, that's a Guyanese, with 36 points. Ryan O'Neill, as we do go into qualifying now, as we see the cars leaving pit lane, it's Michael McName that heads out first, followed by Michael Paisley, Jaden Harrison, Mark Anthony, Nikolai Gibbons, Dominic Charles. Ooh, Dominic is here. I was wondering if he did make it into the server. So it's Nikolai Gibbons, Dominic Charles, Michael Paisley, Michael Charles rather, Kadeem Mohammed, DeVille Park, Devar Clark, Peter Arundel, another Trinidadian, Nagash Dawkins.
You can leave space in quali after stick.
Sorry there, Mark. Kind of lagging for me.
And you can hear the guys there over the comms as they're trying to make their way around here to start their new lap. Oh, got a Marshall Black in our way. We can get the drone through him. Now we can see the guys going around here. 15 competitors about to throw down here at Dover Raceway. Someone said this is going to be epic. Yes, 48K underscore TJ. This is going to be one for the books. Alright, so we're going to pick them up now as they come around. We're going to start with Michael Paisley as he's leading the way here. And he's making his way around the last sector now. He's about to complete the last sector. Well, not really. He's just coming around the penultimate turn, that is. And you can see there, top right-hand corner. Michael Paisley goes here now for his fast lap. And I want to take you on board here around Dover as we go into turn 1. These Honda Civic EK9s proven to be very, very competitive there out in Bushy Park last 2 weeks. And we expect it to be very competitive here as well, with a very tight track as is Dover. So Michael Paisley about to complete the sector 1 here. You're gonna see him go purple, of course. Oh, well, it's gonna have to calculate the first. That's the first sector that he would have crossed there now. Not gonna bother to show us that one. When he comes across the line, then we will see. Oh, he takes it through the oh, he loses the rear end just, but he gets that under control. Well done there. He's still sliding it around. Touches the accelerator just a bit to get the car climbed up, but not too much, as you don't want to cook those tires. He comes across the line now. It's a 1:26.983 there. But Jaden Harrison goes faster with a 1:25.464. Nikolai Gibbons 1:28.304 there. And then we'll have Michael McName and Michael Charles 1:26.3. Kadeem Mohammed a 1:26.2. But so far, Jaden Harrison is leading on with a 1:25.4. He takes it on the grass just a bit there, Jaden Harrison. Alright, just let me know if you guys are satisfied with the sound of the cars over my commentary. Oh, and it seems as though Jaden has given up on this lap here now. But Tavar Clark in his sprightly colored livery, actually sent this in late just today, rather. Tavar Clark. I'm not quite sure if he is sponsored or if he's just having those sponsors on the car. But yeah, you know, you can come on here apart from partnering with us. And with that, I will now speak to you about our sponsors, being SKNY Media, video and photography. And also, if you want to do car liveries just like this one here, they provide that service as well for a lot of sim racing games, such as iRacing, Assetto Corsa Competizione, and so on. You can contact those guys, SKNY Media. But first and foremost, they are the title sponsors of this series, the Caribbean Sim Racing Championship, that boasts 5 phases throughout the entire calendar year. It's the first time we'll be doing something like this. So not just this first championship that we covered in February, but also throughout the entire year we will have this championship going on. That's why you see for instance Dominic Childs having so much points. Apart from dominating the first phase, he's also been winning here last weekend as well. So he's oh, as Jaden just touches the barrier there, he's also been lengthening his Nikolai, doing a bit of drifting there. And yeah, so the entire series basically has 5 phases. This is phase number 2. We've got 3 more coming in the following months. Every other month is another phase. So next month we'll have a different championship, back to our original roots of different championships. And so you'll see phase number 3 coming in play, etc. Later down in the years. Kadeem Mohammed sets himself up to go for a fast one here, and he's gone now. So SKNY Media is the title sponsor for the Caribbean Sim Racing Championship, and they, out of the Cayman Islands, provides video and photography services. As you saw there at the starting of the stream, that was all their work. And if you have a party anywhere around the Caribbean, you can get in contact with those guys. Just look for them on Instagram. It's SKNY_media. Get in contact with them for your video photography services anywhere within the Caribbean. Not to mention their game livery services, the car livery services as well. If you want a livery provided to you within any sim racing game, you can get in contact with them as well. And also sponsoring this event is JTech Motorsport Solutions. JTech Motorsport Solutions is the authorized distributor of Vibrant Performance Fuel Tech ECUs and high performance, and that is the Fuel Lab high performance fuel systems. Get in contact with those guys, or you can follow, you can look at their website. Go on their website there. It's jtechmotorsportsgy.com, and you can actually purchase from those guys. They will ship to you anywhere in the Caribbean. They stock Vibrant Performance clamps, the Fuel Tech ECUs, especially with the display, the 5-inch displays. I think it's 7-inch or 5-inch displays that you can also have. It's so beautiful, man. I've been to an event earlier this year where they had some of those on displays and in cars. It's so beautiful, those Fuel Tech ECU displays. And of course, the Fuel Lab high performance fuel systems now in stock there at JTech Motorsport Solutions. You can get all those get those for your car there as we complete 6 minutes now, or 7 minutes rather, of qualifying. It seems as though Ryan Hunt replaces Kadeem Mohammed here as the Barbadian in third. And so he takes that back to the pit lane. He's quite satisfied with that. And let's look down the line. Mark Anthony Eaton is on a fast one here, so let's follow along with him. And he's improving here. He's doing a personal best, Mark Anthony Eaton, through the first sector here. Oh, Dominic Charles goes second fastest now, but it's not enough there to beat Jaden Harrison. He's down some 400ths of a second, but Mark doing quite well here through sector 2. He's about to cross the line, so he should get up and out of 6th position here. Goes third fastest, Mark Anthony Eaton, with a 125.881. Where's Dominic Charles? I suppose he is still on a lap here, and definitely going to be gunning for pole position as we are in crunch time. Crunch time is under 5 minutes. He doesn't have the fastest sector 1 time, but he does have a personal best going for him after completing sector 1. And he seems to be giving up on that one. I don't think he's quite happy with that one. Well, where's Jaden? Jaden's got to lengthen this now, but it seems as though he's now on an outlap. Meanwhile, Mark, he's not going to improve there through sector 1, while Michael Charles does improve and goes third fastest now. And they're all within 1 second there between top 5, that is. They're all within 1 second of the top spot. So here we go then. Michael Charles. Suppose he can improve here, the Trinidadian. Oh, but he as well has given up on that one. You know what's going on? These guys can very well see what their splits are within the sector. So I guess once they notice that they aren't improving on a lap, they will just abandon it. As Jaden now begins a new one, you can see those guys just exiting pit lane. They're going to let him by as he goes into turn number 1 here, Jaden Harrison. We're going to see if he can open the gap here to Dominic Charles, as we are now within the final 3 minutes of qualifying here at Dover Raceway for the second round of our Caribbean Sim Racing Championship. Just a bit about these cars. Yes, they are spoon tuned. They have the ability to tune their suspension as well. As Jaden Harrison's not improving here through sector 1. As a matter of fact, that's a pretty slow sector 1 time here. And the Bajans are just out of the top 5 for now. Tavar Clark up there in 5th position. Mark Anthony Eaton 4th. Michael Charles 3rd. Dominic Charles 2nd. And Michael Paisley just goes 6th fastest there with a final lap. Kadeem Muhammad goes 6th fastest now with a 125.9. Jaden Harrison not improving. Let's take a look at Ryan Hunt. Doesn't show that he's on a fast one here as we're entering the final 2 minutes of qualifying now. There he goes. He comes across the line. Can he improve here? I guess he was on an outlap, but he is going to stay. We are going to stay with him here now. Let's take a look at Dominic Charles first, though. Dominic is improving through sector 1. He's going to complete sector 2 any moment now. Ooh, it's a personal, just fastest sector 2 actually from the Trinidadian. So can he? It seems as though he will take top position here with this lap. Comes across the line now. Yes, he goes fastest with a 125.068, just 600ths of a second, 700ths of a second away. But Jaden Harrison not improving here through sector 2. Can he make it up here in sector 2 and 3? I don't suppose he can. Are we gonna stick here with the Jamaican as he is on home turf and will want that pole position? Oh, not like that though. He's got about 50 seconds. I don't think he'll make it. Nope, he won't make it. What about Tavar Clark? Doesn't see an improvement here in sector 1. And so this will be his final lap here as well. Tavar. What about Mark Anthony? Oh, Tavar does go faster there. Can Mark Anthony go better? He did see in a personal best in sector 2, but at 3/10 there from sector 1. It's a 125.709. He does improve, but doesn't go faster than his previous time. What about Tavar Clark? Does improve, 125.751, but again, cannot go beyond that 5th position. He's got a 1 more lap. Oh, they just made it to the line rather. Kadeem Mohammed not improving here through sector 1. Michael Paisley is improving here. And let's take a look at Michael Paisley now. Can be the difference here for Jamaica, Dover Raceway. Oh, he's just losing out there on sector 2. It might be through the chicane section. Can he at least get out of P7? No, he cannot. So let's take you back now. Mark Anthony does come across the line, but cannot improve here. Can Tavar Clark improve? What about Michael Charles? Nope, we saw him, we heard that car, and he's just in front of Tavar Clark here. I think he takes that back into pit lane. Tavar Clark in the meanwhile not improving here. So we don't expect this lap to be one to look for. He goes back into pit lane as well. DeVille Park and Nikolai Gibbons are still on the lap here, as well as Javon Parry. You can see them. I don't know if they're having trouble or if the car is just not cooperating with Dover Raceway here and the setup that they've given it. But we are ready to go racing now. Alright, so qualifying is over. That's the order. Dominic Charles, Jaden Harrison, Michael Charles, Mike Anthony, Eden Tavar Clark, Kadeem Mohammed, Michael Paisley, Ryan Hunt, Peter Arundel, and DeVille Park. So close off your top 10. We're going to pick a spot here down into turn 1. And then zoom in for the start of the event. Sorry if it's a little blurry here. Yes, we can use the safety car if we have a safety car driver. At the moment, we do not have a safety car driver. Everyone that's on board here with us, they want to take part in our racing events, does not want to drive the safety car, and I can't drive the safety car and stream at the same time. But yes, it is possible to use the safety car. Alright, here we go then. Time for the first race. And yes, I mean first race. Remember, this is a reverse grid. And so we've got another minute or so before we head into the race event. Alright, just remember guys to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you know anyone that will be interested in these events, go ahead and share it with them. If you're not looking at our YouTube stream on YouTube, you can head on over to your mobile application and look for Caribbean Sim Racing Organization. I was just about to say championship. And you'll be able to follow us through there. There are many other Caribbean sim racing whatever you want to call those. But ours, of course, covers the entire Caribbean region. And I would like to say that we are official, but then there are also clubs like the Jamaican Sim Racing Association, as well as the Caribbean Motorsport. Caribbean. I can't remember right now. CSM, those guys. Caribbean Sim Motorsport from Barbados, and then we've got the Calypso Racing community out in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good luck, guys.
Those are the local clubs that
Yeah, good luck,
represent
everyone.
those countries. Oh, I think I need to take my drone closer in here. We cannot get a good start.
No
here.
carnage,
Is this
please.
grid correct?
Think so.
It is.
I don't see a change here to the grid.
Okay, hold on, never mind. Error on my part.
Okay. All right, guys.
Brakes, guys, brakes.
Just remember, keep your distance into turn 1. You've got 2 races, 15 laps each.
Good luck.
Good luck, have fun, no comes. All right, here we go. It's time to go racing. 4, 5, 6 lights are on. And they're off now for round number 2 of the SKNY Media's Caribbean Sim Racing Championship. Phase number 2. Jaden Harrison has a good launch there into turn 1. And he's ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Anthony Eaton trying as well on the outside. Now Dominic Charles is swamped there as Tavar Clark also making some progress down the line ahead of Kadeem Mohammed. Well done here on the race start. Into turn number 3 they go. Michael Charles also looking very, very racy behind Kadeem Mohammed here. And they're very, very cautious. Very good racing so far by these guys. But Dominic Charles now is looking for an attack here. But Tavar Clark's on the inside line. They collide and now it's huge. Full course yellow, full course yellow. Jaden Harrison bring that car down to 50 kilometers per hour. We're going to have to restart this one. So nearly half the field. No overtaking,
my bad.
no overtaking, no overtaking. We're going to have to restart this one. The rule does state once half the field has been taken out, it's up to the race director's purview to restart the race here. We will restart it in a single file so as to avoid any more incidents. And it's going to be a rolling start, of course. Alright guys, just try to keep those tires warm. Just try to keep those tires warm. Be careful of the Constantina effect.
Yo, Nagash, watch it.
It's possible that you guys will not be doing the same speed, so just keep that one extra car length. We go racing at the end of this lap. Alright, yes, if you didn't know, I am also the race director. And I've got the guys in Discord communicating with them. Alright, and if I'm satisfied here for this race restart, we'll get this one going. Is there a problem, Kurt? Alright, we'll go for one more round here as Kurt is trying to get back up to us.
Stefan, you could go ahead.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
We still need to complete this lap, so you got an opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Dawkins.
You can also watch.
Yo, Dawkins.
Give a little space, guys.
Come on, guys, give me some space. Give me some space.
Steve, you check if Dawkins is a VCR because you might keep on again.
I'm taking a look now.
Dawkins. You might keep watching the speed.
He's not in Discord, so you can stop with the comms for now. We'll have a chat with him afterwards. We go racing at the end of this lap, guys. You're under the direction of the race starter's orders. Green light, green light, green light. We get going racing again here. Let's take a look down the line. There's no more restarts on this one. Oh, it's huge down the line, but can they make it through? Oh, Nagash tops someone there. And now he's off track as well. He's going to lose tons of spaces there. Who else is off track? I don't see anyone right now. So everyone is up here, but look at this fight down the line at the back. And I think we've got one going on in front as well. Look at cars all around here. The restarts. Michael Paisley locks up now. Oh, he does give the position back here, so he's good to go, Michael Paisley. And on the inside is Nikolai Gibbons here now. Kadeem Mohammed makes a position up there on Cale Vaden Roper. He was involved in the incident at the beginning of the event, so that's why he's all the way back there. He's making amends here now. But it's Mark Anthony Eaton, ladies and gentlemen, takes the lead off this event. He's now... Oh, he goes off track there. And he is going to be given a cut track warning. We've got 5 such cut track warnings, and at the 6th one, he will be given a drive-through penalty. That is for everyone here, as DeVille Park makes his way up into 5th position now. Against Michael McNair, but Michael on the inside. That can be deemed a dive bomb there from Michael. As Michael puts DeVille all the way back into 8th position there. But it's a line of cars coming down, but Mark Anthony already opening the gap here to Jaden Harrison, and now Jaden's got 2 Trinidadians to worry about. Michael Charles is going to want to stick behind his countryman here. There's no relation here to the Charles. But they're just from the same country. That's the only relation I guess you can posit. Michael McNair holding up here as we got Nikolai Gibbons now looking the other way. Another Trinidadian out here. He's going to have to watch how he comes back on track. He's now friends with Nagash Dawkins there. Michael Paisley against Peter Arundel now for that 6th position. Peter on the inside line. Tavar Clark making a move there against DeVille Park. But now DeVille's got an opportunity to come back at him. Michael Paisley also loses that one to Peter Arundel as Peter was on the inside line. You saw him there. As they're all spreading out now ahead of the field, Mark Anthony is proving why he's the rookie of the first phase so far. And he's leading the pack here as Peter now is passed by Michael Paisley. Mark Anthony, Michael McNair as well is going to get passed by Michael Paisley, sort of like Lewis Hamilton-esque, as he's topped now by Michael McNair, but he still manages to hold on here. Michael Paisley, does he? Yes, he does, as Jaden Harrison sets the fastest time so far in this race. Michael Paisley goes ahead into 5th position, but it's a tight fight into turn 1. Michael McNair here with heavy on the brake. He's going to try run him wide. He does run him wide here, but it was a late lunge also from Michael McNair. And now we got someone, I think it's Peter Arundel, touching the wall, and now he's swamped by Jamaicans at this point in time. Looking ahead now, Michael Paisley's not letting go of Michael McNair, and now Tavar Clark seeking to join the fight as well. Let's ride with Tavar. Tavar sticks that car up in there. Can he get it done against Michael Paisley? They're neck and neck. Oh, heavy on the brake, and he touches Michael McNair. Now Michael gets pushed wide. Michael Paisley comes back at him, Michael McNames tries to cut over and out of this business. Tavar Clark goes through. Now Peter Arundel sees all of this going on and he's back in contention here for this 5th position. But before he gets to the 5th position, he's got to get up. Nope, that's not what you want here. Michael Paisley looking the other way. He gets going again. Peter Arundel pulls off to give back the position, but now he's swamped by all those Jamaicans, and also he gets tagged by the barricade. He's back in pit lane and he's probably gonna DNF that one. No, he gets going again. He was just sent back into pit lane here. Nagash Starkins is the actual first DNF here, as it's high attrition damage, but Peter Arundel has an opportunity to start in the 2nd race ahead of all these guys once he completes the race. No fault of his that he was just teleported, but it's a 3-way battle here now. Kurt Moss in the mix again. Into the points he goes, starting in last position. He's got Javon Parry and Cale Vaden Roper ahead of him. Things have simmered down. Kadeem Mohammed cannot get out of that 13th position. He's currently fighting with Nikolai Gibbons here now. He's on the inside of Nikolai Gibbons. And can he get it done through that turn? Ryan Hunt is also right behind them. He's just ahead, Nikolai Gibbons, and he's off into the chicane ahead of Kadeem Mohammed. And now Ryan Hunt has a look on the inside there of Kadeem Mohammed. He says, hey, you're not being able to get it done, so I'm going to try now. But Kadeem has not given up. Instead, they're fighting it out here, Kadeem and Ryan Hunt. And so with that, they've allowed Nikolai Gibbons to get away here. Now let's look back at Kurt Moss here, the trio. The trio fighting for that 8th position. As we've got Dominic Charles closing the gap to Jaden Harrison. It's getting closer here at the front of the field. And also Mikael Charles is with that, but still Mark Anthony holding on and can get away here with the fight that's going on between Jaden Harrison and Dominic Charles. Mikael as well having a look on the inside just then. Slides that car out of the chicane there, and Dominic seems as though he's got it under control, just as he's right on the bumper of that Honda Civic driven by Jaden Harrison. Let's ride with the Trinidadian. Tires have fallen off now. Mark Anthony Eaton making a mistake there as Jaden Harrison gets even closer now. Oh, he's just got him under control here. Under pressure is Mark Anthony Eaton. Look at that line from Jaden. He knows what he's doing. He's up on the inside now. Wonderful pass there. Can he get it done? He's backing out of it, but Mark Anthony just holding on. And while they're fighting, Dominic sees an opportunity as well as Mikael Charles is just sticking by with them. But now Mikael Charles just wants to stick with the Trinidadian counterpart to get up here into the top spot as Mark Anthony is coming under pressure from Jaden Harrison. You saw Mark making that mistake there. And with 7 laps completed and about to complete the 8th one, it's getting under immense pressure. It's becoming an immense pressure here for Mark to hold on to this lead. Jaden Harrison has just got a bit of room here now, as is Mark Anthony, and the one that's closing the gap this time around. Oh, Mark runs that wide again. Very heavy on the brake, Mark, through turn number 1. As we can see, Michael McName and Tavar Clark also having a fight there. No, it's Michael Paisley and Michael McName. Tavar Clark is in Lonely Land there in 5th position. And as well as Kurt Moss and DeVille Park there. Kurt still holding on to that 10th position. Michael. The two Michaels here together, 7th and 6th and 7th. Paisley in 7th, of course, and Michael McName in the 6th, and they get very close there. Michael is going to go on the inside line, McName rather, it's going to go on the inside line. Paisley now is going to try the up and under, but Mike McName covers him off there. Great battle going on between the two of them. As we've got Javon Parry and Kelvin Roper fighting at the back as well. Oh, just touches the barricade there, Michael Paisley. Now just let me know if you guys can still hear my mic. I've had an issue with it. As we are now on the 10th lap of the race, 5 laps to go at the completion of this one. Jaden Harrison holding on strong as Dominic Charles is right behind him. Well, this is the fight now here. Michael Paisley, can he get it done into turn 1? McName already on the inside line. He shoots back over, but Paisley's going to try and up and under him again. Michael McName puts a brake on the apex, gets that car rotated nicely, and now Paisley is going to try again for the inside line. No, he's going to stick with him behind, and is going to try here now to pressure McName into a mistake. As they go through Pinky's Bluff, McName cuts back over Paisley. Not enough time for an up and under, is he? He's just there. Can he get it done, or will McName stand on the apex once again? Oh, it's open now for Paisley. Can he get it done? He's heavy on the accelerator, but he's not up in that. McName switches back over. What great fighting we have here between the Jamaicans for 6th position. As Mark Anthony Eaton is being able to open up the gap here now to Jaden Harrison. Paisley will try to run it wide here and get back on the accelerator. Oh, but he has to back out of that one as he's not up on. He's going to touch him. Oh, who was that? I saw a red car having an issue there, I think, and then Ryan Hunt as well with another issue. But this race continues here between Michael Paisley and Michael McName. And while they're fighting, Cale Vader Roper's Paisley now gets up on the inside as McName runs it wide. Paisley leaves the gap for him, but now McName will get an opportunity to pull it back under him here. He's just ahead, Michael Paisley. McName, though, trying to hold on here, but he's now been relegated to that 7th position. That's it. That's that fight over there between the two of them. Kadeem Muhammad and DeVille Park now. As Kadeem is trying to claim some points here. He's got a lot of work to do within a very short span of time. Just 4 laps, 4.5 laps rather remain. Oh! What just happened there? Oh, never mind. That's a glitch in the system, glitch in the matrix. As I thought Tavar Clark had an issue, but no, he's holding on to 5th position. As we look back ahead, Mark Anthony with the fastest lap of his race so far. So 1:26.5 now from the Jamaican, and it seems as though this top five is not going to change here. But I don't want to talk too soon, as now we've lost Peter Arundel in this one. We saw him come back out, but unfortunately cannot get it done here, Peter Arundel. As Jaden Harrison closes the gap once more. And I think it was Peter Arundel with that issue across the mound. Oh, Jaden! Very, very tight line there from Mark Anthony. And now Jaden right up on him, but that's also going to damage his race as Dominic is waiting for that mistake to occur. And now Jaden's got many issues to worry about here. It's a very tight track. Cale Roper now passes Michael McName. So Michael is definitely struggling here. Is he? Yes, he's all the way back in the 8th position. He's on the inside of Cale Roper. Kurt Moss now sees the two of them. Michael McName with a very heavy switch back, but he's going to have to watch himself. He cannot come back again. That's going to be 2 moves if he does that. But he just lines himself up rather to take it. And now we've lost a 3rd one. Nikolai Gibbons here. As Dover plague in here. These racers. Big race here though. For more points for Kurt Moss, coming in late, missing out on the whole phase number 1. But coming off of the Caribbean Porsche Cup, he feels ready to get back into racing with these guys. You know, he's always had a problem with the way guys raced around him. But he said, you know, I spoke to him, he said these guys have improved a lot in their racecraft, and it's amazing. He's chosen now to race with them, not at the front of the field, but at the back coming in here. As you can see, McName running that very slow line to try and gain some time here in Kurt Moss, because he doesn't have the pace. And I can see the leaders now even closer as they come down the back straightaway. Dominic Charles is all over the Honda Civic of Jaden Harrison. And Jaden's just trying to hold on to this one. I can say that these guys all have the same pace. Maybe. Or Mark Anthony's just running a really good race to hold them up here if he's not on the same pace. Well, he is very slow compared to the second 2. He's doing a 126 as against him at 125. Dominic Charles now holds the fastest lap of the race, 125.720. So he is slow, Mark Anthony, but the track is so tight that he's been able to use it to his advantage here now. And so it's the 14th lap of the race. The next lap is going to be the final lap here. And Dominic knows that he's got to do something to get more points to his name. At the end of the year, anything can go wrong for him. And so he will be out of contention for that top spot. Especially with Kurt Moss now joining the fight. Every single point will count. And he's looking very racy here now behind Jaden Harrison. And this is the closest race we have now on the timing charts. Let's ride with the Trinidadian. All right, here comes Dominic Charles. He's up on the inside, trying to get up in there, actually. And Jaden Harrison will now feel the pressure. You can see Mark Anthony now given the opportunity to get away here. It's the final lap of the race. Through Brinky's Bluff they go. Mark Anthony makes a mistake, does he? Runs that really wide, doesn't touch the apex of that turn. And now he goes really tight here. Dominic tries the up and under, but he's too far away. Mark Anthony trying to hold on here now to the race win. Will be his first here. After joining CSRO and after joining JSRA. And what better way to do it than at his home track, ladies and gentlemen. Final set of turns. Can anyone get past Jaden Harrison, Mark Anthony? No, they cannot. The two Jamaicans will bring it home. Mark Anthony comes in first position, well driven. Jaden Harrison second, Dominic Charles third, Michael Charles fourth. Tavar Clark will bring it over the line in fifth position, a lonely fifth position. Michael Paisley after a fight there for the 6th position against Michael McName, will come in, hold on to it. Kill Vaden Roper comes in 7th. Kurt Moss claiming some more points to his name. Michael McName will hold on to some more points as well. And Jaden Harrison, sorry, Javon Parry will come in 10th position. The Bajans, unfortunately, could not have held on there. Kaylee Mohammed, DeVille Park, Ryan Hunt, and Nikolai Gibbons.
Good race, guys.
Good race, guys. Good race, guys. Just take it back into pit lane. Get ready for race number 2.
Good run, Ma.
All right. So just remember now the second event.
Sorry about that, Devil. Apologize.
Devil, my honest apologies for that, honestly. This truck is way too confined. Situational awareness is poor.
That was too much work.
All right, let's get the drone into position here. You can hear Ryan Hunt saying that was too much work. The Dover is a work indeed, and especially if you get a car, the suspension's not good on that car. Like for instance, the new Radical that was released, the 2023 Radical that was released a couple months ago. We did try to start the phase number 1 with that car, but when we got to Dover, it was just pretty undrivable. In the position that it was with the suspension tuning, they said, the guys that created Dover Raceway, they said that's how bumpy it is. But remember, a human being sitting in a car compared to a human being sitting behind a computer screen, you're going to have differences there in the bumpiness. And so we had to change that Radical out at the Dover track, but it definitely came back there for the final 2 events. Great phase 1. You can go to our YouTube channel and peruse that. They're all in playlists because we like to keep it together. So go ahead, check our YouTube channel for phase number 1 if you're now joining us and you want to get caught up here.
Niggas got me working.
Mute the mic, boy.
Alright, just remember this is a reverse grid. This is a reverse grid. Unfortunately, if you did not complete the race, Nikolai Gibbons, you cannot get the reverse strategy that you might have tried. So you'll be placed at the back of the grid just in case you have questions. Alright, congrats to Mark Anthony Eaton and JSRA, who's been fostering this youngster into what he has become now. You know, you need that fostering, you need that that mental build-up to not only race in real life but also in sim racing. And you know, it's a great transition from sim racing into real life. It's actually better now to have a simulation of especially these Caribbean tracks, and then you move on into real racing. So hopefully one day we'll get that motor racer out of our pen here at CSRO and on the grid somewhere in the Caribbean winning races. Looking forward to that one for sure. Just remember that this series is an ongoing series. If you'd like to partner with us, just get in contact with us. You can email us at caribbeansimracing@gmail.com. We've got multiple packages available for this series and the other series. You can actually take a title sponsorship of a series as well. Just ask us, inquire, and it will get you informed on that one. It's caribbeansimracing@gmail.com. And just to remind you that this championship is brought to you by SKNY Media, Video and Photography Services, located there in Cayman Islands. They can get you that service anywhere in the Caribbean that you are. They'll fly to you and get that service done, of course. Get in contact with them at SKNY_media on Instagram. That's SKNY_media at Instagram. And of course, this is also brought to you by JTech Motorsport Solutions. JTech Motorsport Solutions bring to you in the Caribbean vibrant performance, fuel tech ECUs, and fuel lab high performance fuel systems. They are the authorized distributors of those brands. That's vibrant performance, fuel tech ECUs, and fuel lab high performance fuel system. Visit their website at
Once again, no longer
JTech
getting on track.
Motorsport Solutions GY.com, and you can order online and have it shipped to you
STRIX.
anywhere in the Caribbean. All right, here we go now. The reverse grid is set. And so we have Ryan Hunt, DeVille Park, Kadeem Mohammed, Javon Parry, Michael McNair, Kurt Moss, all up there in the top 6. And now we've got lights coming on here for the final time at Dover for phase number 2. 5, 6 lights are on. And they're off here now. Ryan Hunt seems as though he's got Kurt Moss coming out there on the inside to try and get a good jump here. Into turn 1 they go. Having a look down the line here. Cale Vanderope on the inside. Kurt Moss getting touched, unfortunately, and is going to be pushed out. Oh, no. After having a great start there, Kurt Moss, he's now out of that one. We've also got Michael McNair, Mark Anthony actually being pushed out there. And Michael McNair now fights it. Oh, all right. It's gonna be full course yellow. We're gonna restart this one here. Ryan Hunt, bring that car down to 50 kilometers per hour. No overtaking, guys. No overtaking. Try to stay off the comms.
Michael, you overtook me under the yellow.
So as usual, the second race is always the big one where incidents are concerned, because coming off race number 1, they all get comfortable with the track. Come on, guys, keep it together behind there. But it's so far it's the 2 Barbadians that are leading this one, Ryan Hunt. Okay, we go racing at the end of this lap. Try to avoid any more incidents, please. Alright, the 2 Barbadians now have an opportunity to run away with points here. We also are looking at country points as well for the entire series as Ryan Hunt comes around. Green light. And the race start. I don't think he's got a good one there, Ryan Hunt, as Kadeem is already looking on the outside. And Michael Paisley on the inside. They get it stopped nicely, do they? Yes, they do get it going again. I think Javon Parry's been relegated as well as Kadeem Mohammed. Oh no! Kadeem all the way into 4th position now. He's got Tavar Clark on the inside as well for that 6th, and Michael Charles very racy behind them. Michael McNair with another issue here. I think it is. Stay off the comms, brother. Stay off the comms. And Kurt Moss just trying to get back up in this one. Oh no, it's Kadeem Mohammed, Dominic Charles here, but they do get going again. And now DeVille Park makes a mistake, touches that wall there, and has been spun around by, I think it was Nikolai Gibbons maybe. Mark Anthony now fighting with Dominic Charles into the chicane. 2 into 1 does not go, so Dominic backs out of that one. Javon Parry, but now Dominic heavy on the brakes on the inside. This is, oh, he gets touched just, Mark Anthony. He gets going again. Oh, and Mark Anthony just touches Dominic again. Don't see no foul in that. It's sort of like a, I don't want to say, but it's sort of like, you do me that, I'll do you back that. But it's straightened themselves out there now. But so far, it's Ryan Hunt that's holding on to the lead of this race here. And Michael Paisley's got an opportunity now, as he's alone here and able to concentrate on getting some good times down. Cale Vanderope here. Oh, Tavar Clark touches the wall. He does manage to get it under control here in 4th position. Then we've got Michael Charles getting threatened here by Kadeem Mohammed now. It's all settled down. see them all spread out here going down the back straightaway. Kadeem Mohammed is looking at Michael Charles. Can he get it done? Through the chicane section they go, up and down the hill. See them sliding that car through there. As Dominic Charles is getting even closer to Mark Anthony Eaton now, and Mark even closer to Javon Parry. He wants to get rid of Dominic Charles and let Javon worry about that. Oh, slow in the get up here now, Mark, and now Dominic goes to the inside line. That's a pass on the penultimate turn. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Dominic knows he's got to get on with his business, and he is. All over the back of that Honda Civic for Javon Parry as Javon locks that car up. Mark Anthony is going to have a look now as Javon does come back and touches Dominic Charles. Now Mark Anthony, even Javon Parry's got worries to worry, fighting it out here into turn number 4 and down into Pinky's Bluff. Jaden Harrison now having a look at Javon Parry. He's on the inside. He's going to make that work. Yes, he does. I don't think Javon there. As we can look back up ahead, we've got Cale Roper closing the gap now to Michael Paisley, and Ryan Hunt is getting under pressure as well as he's lost some pace here now to Michael Paisley. Cale running a very wide line there. Tavar trying to tighten it up for him. And now Tavar's very racy in this 4th position. So I'm seeing that it is a DNF for Michael McName. I'm not sure. I think it is, yes. Michael McName is out of this one. He's had enough of that. And he was in a good position as well. I wonder if he had internet issues here, Michael. It's just totally out of that one. Kurt is back in pit lane. Kurt has given up on that one as well. Harsh on the restart for him. But Michael Paisley now threatening Ryan O'Neal once again. Coming out of Pinky's Bluff there. And into the bowl they go. Ryan Hunt running some very tight lines now. Throwing Michael Paisley a rounder as they head on down to the back straightaway. If Ryan comes away with this race, it will be his first race win as well. Ryan is doing well to hold on to this one here. And he's going to get a great exit there, Ryan. But how does he go through turn 1? He's got to get his composure onto him. The Barbadian known for drifting. He runs it really deep there now, Ryan. It does open up the apex for him on the following turns, but is it enough here now for Michael Paisley to come back against him? No, it's not enough. He's holding on to Barbadian. While Tavar Clark makes a move there on Cale Roper. No, he's just having a look-see. He's up on the inside again here. No, Tavar Clark. He's leaving the space. Mikkel, though, will see this happening, and he's going to want to get into this mix as well. Kadeem and Dominic Charles behind them. So this has released Ryan Hunt and Michael Paisley ahead of Cale Roper here, who is leading the charge here for the final spot. Tavar Clark has a look on the inside, but it's not enough here. Michael Paisley under immense pressure from his countryman. Oh, Tavar just touches the rear end of that Honda Civic. Cale running a very strategic race here against his countryman. Oh, it's changes for the lead up ahead. Michael Paisley Now getting a great exit here against Ryan Hunt, but Ryan does have the inside line. Gets that car planted on the apex so he can hold on. But does he hold on? He just manages to switch back into the inside line. Michael Paisley does not have the line to fight now into the following turn. Ryan under immense pressure from the Jamaican. Meanwhile, this is going on. There's a line of cars behind them fighting. Tavar gets through on Cale Vaneropa. Tavar now on the podium steps. Let's go with this one, guys. They're on the 7th lap of the event. Six laps already in the bag. Ryan holding on for dear life, and Tavar is gunning for second, it seems. We once had a guy named Gunning racing with us. I wonder what happened to him. Oh, Michael Paisley closing the gap there now. Oh, when he's up on the inside, he's going to try and up and on. He leaves it wide open there now, Ryan Hunt, but he's still there. Look at him on the left side of your screen. He's got the good line here, but Michael switches back. Ryan Hunt on the brake, and can he get it done here? No, it's wide. And now Tavar's up on that one. He gets touched. Michael Paisley touches Ryan Hunt. It seems as though he wasn't good under that one on the exit, but now Tavar goes through into first position. Look at the cars lining up for P1 here now. Michael Paisley, I don't think Ryan Hunt will like that when he's going to be in the protest box for sure. Cale Vaneropa back up into the podium spots. Michael Charles as well trying here. Now Kadeem is back in contention for well-earned points here. Tavar's getting away with it, it seems so far. And it's almost a traffic jam going down the back straightaway here. Kadeem Mohammed having a look at Michael Charles, still hasn't gotten it through here. Tavar has opened up an 8/10 gap. Let's see what he can do here now this following lap. They're about to complete the 8th one of it. Here we go. It's already a second here now for Tavar Clark. Kadeem Mohammed 127.9. Dominic Charles with a 127.6 on that previous lap, just to show the pace with these guys, as everyone else is on a 128. But Tavar is going away with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him opening the gap here now against Michael Paisley. Cale Vaneropa trying to get away here now from Michael Charles as well. Can Michael Charles, or will he? I think Kadeem's got to be careful. The two Trinidadians don't team up on him. Great racing. While they're at it, Jaden Harrison also joins the fight there in 7th position. Look at the line of cars down the back straightaway here. Some really good racing as Jaden Harrison is even closer to Dominic Charles, is he? Sad to see what happened there with Ryan Hunt, but it'll have to go to the stewards if need be. But I think he just ran it wide, tried to cut back onto the racing line, and Michael Paisley was there. So 126.7 now from Tavar Clark, 126.6 from Michael Paisley, and a 127, I think, from Cale Vaneropa. But they're all holding on here now. As around the 7th lap, we did see tires fall off. Seems to be falling off now for these guys, and Tavar is just like a rocket ship out of the stratosphere. Cale Vaneropa closing that gap now to Michael Paisley. Kadeem Mohammed losing base with Michael Charles. And you can see him having to defend now from Dominic Charles. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison has closed the gap here to the Trinidadian. A three-way fight there for 6th position. Ooh, Dominic even close. He's going to try on the inside line, is he? Just backs out of that when he needs to get that front axle alongside the front doors of that car in order for it to be a legal move. And now Kadeem has been able to get away somewhat from that attack there from Dominic Charles. They're all spread out here, the top 7 rather. But intermittently, they're getting into little fights all around. But Tavar Clark has nothing to worry about now and 1.2 seconds away from Michael Paisley. And Michael Paisley is also opening the gap there to Cale Vaden Roper. But now Cale has got Michael Charles to worry about as he's 3/10 away from Cale Vaden Roper. Let's go, they say. 10.5 laps to go. Jamaicans 1, 2, 3 here on the podium step at Dover Raceway. Michael Charles has an opportunity to change that. Can he get it done against Cale Vaden Roper here? He's actually second leading the championship. Sorry, second in the championship. So he's actually going to be able to claim some points here against Dominic Charles. Dominic, of course, is the one that is leading. And it seems as though they're all matching the same pace. 126, 127, 126, 66. They're all on the same 126 except for Tavar Clark on our previous lap. And now Tavar's lost some time now to Michael Paisley as Michael Paisley smells blood and he's going for it now with just 3 laps remaining. Sorry, that's 4 laps. They're on one of them. Tavar just manages to open up the gap just a bit. Cale Vaden Roper touches the wall there. Michael Charles will like that, as you can see him even closer now to the bumper, as well as Kadeem Mohammed having to defend against a charge in Dominic Charles, who is much more superior on the braking. They've all been saving those tires, it seems. Look at how close they are through the chicane. Just goes to show how close these guys are in terms of pace. Jaden Harrison might have made a mistake. He's now way far away from Dominic Charles. And now Dominic is even closer to Kadeem Mohammed. But even closer is Kadeem Mohammed to Michael Charles. Can he get it done into turn 1? No, he's not close enough here, Kadeem Mohammed. He's going to be hoping for Michael to make a mistake, and now he comes into the rear of Kadeem. Cale Vaden Roper, he's now on the inside. They're tussling it out. Oh no! Kadeem Mohammed, an innocent victim in that tussle, now sees the wall and will lose points to Dominic Charles, as now Dominic makes his way up into 4th position. But Michael is the biggest loser out of all there now. He sees 6th position. Meanwhile, Michael Paisley even closer to Tavar Clark. Let's not look away from this fight though. Jaden Harrison still has an opportunity, as well as Dominic Charles now, to claim that final podium position. Now Jaden is the one getting swamped by the Trinidadians. Michael just touches the rear of that Honda Civic and is trying to get onto the braking zone, but he cannot get it done here, Michael. Ryan Hunt is trying to get some more points to his name here against Javon Parry. Under 2/10. 2/10 here. And it's very, very close to Javon Parry. But they come across the line once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tavar Clark. And let's see, Javon Parry, then you lock it up here now. Mikel Charles on Jaden Harrison. No, it's Dominic Charles on Cale Vaden Roper, actually. Cale under immense pressure as Dominic tries to push and force a mistake here from the Jamaican. He runs a really good line though, Cale Vaden Roper. And Jaden Harrison trying to turn on the pressure. Mikel Charles is turning on the pressure against him, rather. Mark Anthony making a move there against Kadeem Mohammed, it seems, into 7th position. Or it was Kadeem Mohammed that was actually fighting there for that position. Dominic Charles, oh man, fighting for that podium position here. And Jaden Harrison trying to get some more points to his name. Meanwhile, Cale getting really good. Ooh, 125.8 there from Tavar Clark now. He's turning on the pressure here. He saved those tires for the final lap, Tavar. And now he's placed himself 1.2 seconds ahead of Michael Paisley. It's in the bag almost for him. Michael Paisley got work cut out for him. Cale has even more to try and make it a Jamaican sweep, as Dominic Charles pressures for the final podium position. He's on the inside of Pinky's Bluff. And he's trying desperately, as he tried there with Tommy Gore back in a previous event, to try and get that car onto him. But it doesn't seem as though he's got it in the bag here. Dominic Charles is going to take a mistake from Cale Vaden Roper. As you can see there, Kadeem Mohammed and Mark Anthony fighting it out there for that 7th position. Dominic is just touched by Jaden. And now that little touch is going to let Cale breathe a little bit. Oh, Mikel cannot get it stop in time, so he's had to go off track, and he's going to lose base with Jaden Harrison. It is the final lap of the race. Tavar Clark comes around the penultimate turn, and he was just there lurking in the shadows to take that first position. Well done to him. Coming across the lines, Michael Paisley in 2nd position, and then we've got Cale Vaden Roper. You guys bring it down to 1. Cale, it seems as though, giving back that position to Dominic Charles. Oh no, he's ran out of gas. Cale Vaden Roper comes across the line in 6th. Dominic Charles will claim that podium position. Jaden Harrison in 5th. Mikel Charles 5th. Sorry. Cale, unfortunately, with that one there. So bring that one across. Alright, congratulations there to the top 3 or top 6 for the first and second race. We'll first start with the first race event, and that one would be Dominic Charles coming in 3rd. They're losing 2 positions in that first event here. Dominic, talk us through that one. It's quite difficult here at Dover Raceway, isn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do there, because after the start, once I got jumped, usually the type of cars we run here would allow you to probably go up the inside, or even in some cases take the outside. But once you were on the outside in the Civic, there was no grip, you couldn't do anything, and well, I wasn't really sure what happened to the top 2 guys, because they were running way off pace. Like, I had to hold back a whole second there. So it was just kind of frustrating, lifting and coasting everywhere and just trying to make sure nobody got hit because of the pace difference. So in the second race, it wasn't so bad though. I had a little bit of fun trying to chase down the top 3, but I wasn't sure what happened there to Cale. Maybe he ran out of fuel.
I think he did run out of fuel.
Can't really complain.
All right, thanks a lot there from Dominic Charles, covering both first and second race for us. Thanks a lot for that one. And so now we take it to Jaden Harrison coming in second position in the first event. Jaden, you've qualified there on second and you've maintained that second. Well done to you. Talk us also for the second race here as well.
Yeah, so I tried to qualify the top three to stay out of the carnage. My initial plan was to get the start because I know I had an advantage on the race start, so I was trying to pull away and just get the top three to form up a little road train and just try run away from the others. But Mark made a nice move on me on the outside. I had to lift, give him position, keep it safe through there. But the rest of the race was just lifting and coasting, following, keeping up pace with Mark because there's no real place to pass. Anytime I would set up a pass, I'd see Dominic getting ready to prance or Mark would just move to defend. So it was very difficult to pass, almost impossible there, but good race. In the second race, I got taken out, was last, and then I tried to come back up. But all in all, it was a decent race. I gained some position. Second race, some guys got taken out. I don't know what happened there, but it was a decent race.
Most definitely. It's very tight here around Dover, and we saw that play out. All right, and finally we get to Mark Anthony Eaton. Mark, congratulations here. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first win, right?
This is actually the second win. But it was a good race all in all. The main strategy was just to ensure kind of keep a good pace to where I could keep the top four together. I knew I didn't have the pace that Dominic had, and Jaden had more pace than me. So the main goal was just to keep everybody together. So everybody had to drive a little smarter than they would think. But first race was really good. The second race, bit of a struggle. I got taken out in the first corner, and that was kind of the end of it there. But all in all, good race. Congrats to Tavar on the win. And I want to say thanks to the JSRA for once again providing me the facility to race.
Most definitely. All right, thanks a lot there, Mark Anthony Eaton, coming in first position in our first race. And in our second race, unfortunately, he's been out of it in seventh. All right, which takes us now into the second race. Well, we've already covered Dominic Charles. Let's head on over now to Michael Paisley. Michael, you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here, yeah.
All right, coming in that one there. It's been a tough one. A lot of traffic around, a lot of carnage around as well. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, well, coming into the race, I knew I was going to be a bit off pace, like due to my lack of practice. So qualified the second off the pace in seventh. So the first race, I was really just trying to see if I could gain a few positions. So it was back and forth, especially with Michael in the first race. But yeah, ended up finishing decent in the first race. In the second race, in the reverse grid, I got a good start on the first lap. I was able to get past and up to third, I think, before the safety car. And then I got a good launch off the restart, got past Kadim, and I was running down the leader, Ryan, and I'm trying to capitalize on his mistakes. But I think for the incident there, I was on the inside. Either he didn't see me or whatever. I don't know what stewards say about it, but yeah, that happened. Then Tavar got past me, and it was kind of like our race like months ago with the Skoda. I'm reminiscing that. But yeah, I tried to chase him down. Couldn't really get the tenths together that I needed to get up to him and pass him. But overall, it was a good race to get up to second. And yeah, congratulations again on Mark and Tavar for the wins.
All right, thanks a lot there. That was Michael Paisley. Michael, great race by you as well. Tavar Clark, my my guy, coming in here in first position. Well raced, man. And look, your strategy, it seems to have played out the way I thought it, which is you're saving the tires for the last bout, was it?
Yeah, yeah, that was literally doing. Because in the first race, I realized if I can save the tires, for the last few laps, I can push it. So, that's what I was trying to do in the second race. Because I know Michael is really fast. So I was like, okay, all I got to do is just keep him behind me. And, for the last few laps, I would just push it and just put it some laps. So that was it. I'm really sorry for what happened with Caleb because my laptop have this issue where it just freezes and this black box came up. So that just happened right in the mix. So that was just, unfortunate. I'm really sorry. But it was a really good race. The first race, I had some incidents. Dominic and other guys and stuff at the back. I tried to make my way back up. I was just trying to keep up with the top four guys, but they were so fast, and I was just trying. But I was like, you know what? In the second race, this is it. I'm gonna try it, and I tried to just save the tires and just see where I can pass guys, and see who is making mistakes and what can I do. And I realized Michael and Ryan they made a lot of contact, so I was like, I'm going to try to find the best gap to make that pass because I know, something is going to be wrong. So, I just took the little gap that I saw and I just tried to hold it. And as I said, I saved tires until the last few laps and I just came on with it. So, we bring it on for Jamaica 1 and 2 race and stuff. And I'm happy for Michael and Mark also bringing up some points with Jamaica.
All right, thanks a lot there, Tavar Clark. Well done by all of you guys there in this event. It is a challenging track, seeing that the runoff areas and so on are so close to the actual tarmac. But we go Trinidad next weekend. Join us for that one, and thanks a lot for coming out there, guys. Now I move to close off the stream. Thanks a lot for that. All right, so while I move here to close off the stream, I just want to remind you that this event is brought to you by SKNY Media. They are the title sponsors for the championship that we have going on. Just a reminder that this championship stretches the entire calendar year. We have races in February. We had races in February and now in April. We now have phase 3 is going to come up in June. And then August is going to see phase 4. October is going to see phase 5. All right. And then we don't race on December. So there's going to have one more championship there in November. That's going to close off the year for us. But just this championship, the Caribbean Sim Racing Championship, is a championship developed not only to promote the sim racing or the racing rather within the Caribbean, but also promote our drivers within the Caribbean as well. The entire world is behind sim racing to a point where it's actually being taken under now by real racing teams, like we got Williams Racing Team and so on, joining in even on the SRO Sim Racing Championship. So we've got major teams and major motor racing drivers taking part in Sim Racing Series as well. Honorable mention of Max Verstappen as well taking part in Sim Racing. So we in the Caribbean, we wanted to develop a specific championship series that will peg our guys against each other and on the Caribbean tracks. But nevertheless, if the first time you're watching us, look at our YouTube channel. We don't only use Caribbean tracks and cars. We use all different kinds of categories of racing. So stay on with us. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share with your friends, and just remember that this series is brought to you by SKNY Media and JTech Motorsport Solutions. SKNY Media, they provide a service of photography and video there out of Cayman Islands for the entire Caribbean. So you can get in contact with them through their Instagram there. It's SKNY_media. And also brought to you by JTech. They provide to the entire region they're the authorized distributors and dealers for Vibrant Performance. Those are the clamps and hoses for your motorsport vehicle, for your sport vehicle. And also Fuel Tech ECUs and displays, brought to you by them as well, and their Fuel Lab high performance fuel systems as well. You can head on over to their website, jtechmotorsport.gy.com, and you can even order from the website and have it delivered to you anywhere in the Caribbean. All right, so head on over, that's jtechmotorsport.gy.com, or just do a Google search for that one and you'll get that one there. Get those products into your car. All right, this has been the second round of phase number 2 for the SKNY Media Caribbean Sim Racing Championship. Join us next weekend as we head on over to Wallerfield there in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, so any Trinidadian fans out there, join us for that one as well. All right, guys, thanks a lot for joining me in this one. See you in the next one.
What you doing?